Okay, everything's working. Toal at last. This is terrible. The demonic power is distorting the very ground itself, and that distortion is creating even more demons. We may have been too late in sealing away the Claria. Indeed. Rhea? Do you think we were wrong to do it? Using the black pearl so cavalierly, teaching the humans magic, creating the Claria. Look what consequence our actions have brought. But we were not well aware this could happen. Since the very day we chose to lead them away from the sinking land, it has always been a possibility. No matter what happens, we must see this through to the end. It is our paradise after all, a utopia built by a pair of young, naive deities working in tandem with equally young, naive humans. We cannot allow the demonic essence to be used by that man. We must intervene. You're right, of course. What's wrong? I sense something over there. It feels like tempered Claria. Is it? There can be no doubt. It is his. It should come as no surprise. Just as with Sol, neither of us has been able to sense him since that day. Though one must marvel that a sword of Claria could wind up in a state such as this. It would seem he was careless. Rhea. What is... He's alive. What? I don't know how, but he's still alive. The sword itself has told me so. Huh. Yes, I can feel it too. Careless as you said, yet warm. It is unmistakably the same light. All our destinies are bound within that tower. The people of East, the outsiders, his and ours as well. Let us go, Fina. If we are to untangle all these twisted fates and weave new ones in their place, there is much work to be done. Yes, to the tower. That certainly went well. I only wish I could have seen their faces. The thought of being attacked during transport probably never even crossed their minds. Well, you seem like you needed a bit of a pick-me-up. Perhaps now we can rest easy, if but for a moment. Still, they have only been scattered, not killed, and they will surely make it here sooner or later. I will leave it up to you. Lot to dispose of them. Remember, the goddesses have already entered the tower with the Black Pearl in tow. Do not lose sight of your mission. Understood. Alright, I haven't had a good fight in months. This is going to be fun. Is something the matter? Are you feeling remorse, perhaps, for betraying your brethren and your beloved goddesses? You needn't concern yourself with me. Once I accepted these demonic powers, I was freed of such sentimentality. And in its place... Of course. Your powers will surely grow as you become more accustomed to your demonic nature. And I must say, I greatly look forward to seeing what you're capable of. Alright, we've reached the tower entrance. So, I'm to start searching here and work my way up then. That's the idea, yes. We'll cover more ground if we search floor by floor without relying too heavily on teleportation. The three of you will split your efforts and search every nook and cranny of this tower to find and capture the goddesses. The others have been assigned to the upper and middle tiers, so the lower decks are all yours. Very well. What are you doing? Have you turned on us so quickly? We've got company. What? Hold it, you three. Stand down. I did not summon you. Works for me. It's feeding time. You brute. You would kill three of ours without even a moment's hesitation. In exchange for cooperating with you, I'm given lease to kill any demons I find in this tower and absorb their essence. That was the agreement, was it not? Fine. Those are Lord Dallas's orders. I won't question you further. But we will be watching, and make no mistake, we expect results. I assume you understand the consequences should you fail to live up to your expectations, no? I have a general idea. I intend to apprehend the goddesses before those other two even know which way is up. You talk big. Let's hope you can deliver upon those words. Now, before I go, there is something I must give you. Here. crystal? It's a magical item crafted by Lord Dallas, patterned after a similar object from Ys. It has the power to activate any demon statues you find within the tower. Demon statues? Like that one, I presume. It's my understanding that when the tower was being constructed, those statues were used to help retain control over the demons. They were once goddess statues, were they not? Isn't it delightful? The calm visage shared by the twin goddesses twisted into such a monstrous form. Does it not fill your heart with joy to see such beautiful corruption? At any rate, the dark crystal also helps the power of teleportation. It can transport you instantly to any demon statue you've activated. Got it. Good boy. I trust you'll do your utmost in service of Lord Dallas. For if you fail, your life, or should I say your very soul, will be forfeit. My life? My soul? Not much to lose then either way. Alright, let's give this a shot. Well, that was simple enough. Not much to look at, but if it serves my purposes... USP. I want that though. It's just so damn expensive. A holy artifact stolen from Ys, is it? I see. The altar is leeching away its power to aid in the ritual. Well, finding the goddesses in the Black Pearl is my only real priority. I don't see any harm in helping myself to an artifact or two along the way. What? Where am I? Let's see. It's a teleport trap designed to dispose of all non-demons. Zava must have intentionally left me to find out about it on my own. If I can stimulate the demonic element within me, I should be able to change my form. Hopefully that's all it will take to get me through. Never expected to see a ruin a place like this. And those horns. It seems your kind was transformed into demons by the poisonous gases outside. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're saying. A cursed sacred beast, though. We're not all that different, you and I. I suppose you're hungry then. I get it. Hunger is a language we all speak. Come to think of it, I did pick up that rhoda fruit earlier. Well, it's a piece of clarier roll. Clarier is a fascinating metal indeed. I can feel its energy coursing through my claws. Still, I'm surprised to see the sacred beasts have retained their ability to work with it, even after all that's happened. I guess they're hanging on even harder than I am. Oh, don't mind me. It's a wonderful gift, and should prove most helpful. Thank you. Who's there? I don't believe I've seen you before. Who are you? There should be no one else on the surface aside from our search party. Wait. Long time no see, Galleon. Not since the War Council meeting the night before Solomon's Shrine was lifted to the sky, I believe. No, it can't be. Toal? Toal fact? You're alive? Why the hell didn't you try contacting us to let us know? Not that there was really any means for you to do so, I suppose, once the shrine was airborne. Still, it's amazing that you've been able to survive all that's happened. Tell me, is Commander Toal with us as well? No. The commander is dead. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're alive, and that's cause enough for celebration. Though honestly, I can't imagine what was going through your heads for the two of you to steal off like that. Toal? I'm sorry, Galleon, but I have no intention of catching up on old times with you here. I don't understand. Tell me, what happened to your armor? Why are you dressed like that? And where's your Clarier sword? I discarded both my armor and my sword as they proved to be of little use against the demons. But even if that weren't the case, I'd still find this style of dress more suited to my current situation. Your current situation? From beyond the borders of Ys, a group of sorcerers have been drawn here, practitioners of dark magic. They are capable of exercising control over demons, and have used that power to overrun the land. They call themselves Darklings. And my current situation is that I'm working with them. Wait. Are you trying to tell me the demons who attacked Ys were being controlled by some outside influence? And you're helping them? How am I supposed to believe that? Sorry to disappoint you, but I speak the truth. I am now an enemy of Ys itself. In fact, you've caught me right in the middle of a mission to apprehend the goddesses, or somewhere in this very tower. You're not joking, are you? Then tell me why. Why would you do this? When I fell in battle against the demons, the Darklings captured me. They invited me into their ranks, offering me a fragment of demonic power to call my own. I accepted that offer, and now serve as a loyal, devoted member of those ranks. No outside influence forces my hand. I have every intention of capturing the goddesses. And what do you intend to do with them if you succeed? Me, personally, I'll simply hand them over to the others. I haven't been told what will happen to them after that. All I can say for certain is that once they've served their purpose, they'll be released. And then the Darklings will pull out of Ys entirely, it seems, leaving the goddesses in my care to do with them as I wish. You bastard. I could let you have whatever's left of them if you like, though only if you take on a demonic element of your own and join me in this venture. Silence! I never thought the great Toal Fat could sink this low. We were comrades in arms, we were even friends, but no more. Your life ends here, traitor! How is this possible? As you can see, I'm faster now than I ever was before my improvement, and my speed is only growing with time. You should never take on an opponent assuming your skill is unchanged from years before. Alright, you win this round, but we're not through. Bear this in mind, Toal. I absolutely will not accept this change in you. One way or another, I will make you remember who you truly are. Ever the upstanding citizen. I'm sure I'll make a fine commander, or substitute commander at any rate. The search party is likely recruit by now, which means I need to keep moving. I got any defense? This is... Yes. The energy of those demons has tipped the scales in my favor. So, the demonic element within me has finally bloomed. What an incredible power. For a moment I felt as if it might consume me altogether. But I think I can keep it under control. So this is what it truly means to ally oneself with demons. I should have no trouble getting through that teleportation trap now. Once I enter the room, I'll simply transform again. Mask for me. Alright, that seems to have done it. But I must admit, I'm impressed by the sophistication of this trap. It would seem the Dark Runes command some rather powerful magic indeed. Who's there? Well, what have we here? Who are you? And how did you change your appearance like that? You saw that, did you? Still, isn't it proper manners to introduce oneself before interrogating someone else? Yes. My name is Unica. Unica Tav. What? So, you're Commander Tav's daughter then? You knew my dad? You could say that. But more to the point, why would a little girl like you get sent down to a dangerous place like this? One really must wonder what goes through the heads of those 6 priests sometimes. I told you my name, so how about you answer my questions? You seem to know a lot about what's going on in here, which just makes me all the more curious as to who you are. And if you know anything about what happened to my dad. I'd suggest you ask Gallia about me. I'm sure he'll tell you all you care to know. The commander? As for your father, he's dead. So the demons did kid him? No. He was far too strong for a mere demon to have taken him down. As it happens, he lost his life in a duel. A duel? Against another person? Who was it? Who was he fighting? Don't tell me it was you. And if it was? If you keep wandering around this tower, you'll meet the same fate as your old man. So be a good little girl and go back to Solomon's Shrine, will you? How dare you? How dare you hurt my dad? Stop this. You'll never be able to touch me with skills like that. Shut up. Shut up! I may not be able to use magic, but I have to avenge him. I really didn't want it to come to this. Ow! Dad. Lady Rhea. Lady Fina. She's out cold. The commander's daughter is older than I'd expected. I thought her to be little more than an adolescent. Her life is not in danger. In time she will awaken. And I'd best move on before she does. This is like Dallas's handiwork. I'm guessing it's a door key. Damn, it's so effective against them. This room. It looks like it's been set up to house one of Zava's larger guardian pets. So, this is one of the 6 great demons that besieged East. Well, I'm afraid it's met its match. I can feel its power electrifying the room, but soon that power will be mine. Well, that could have gone better. worthy foe, but not worthy enough, it would seem. I can feel myself becoming stronger with every battle. It's easy to see why the Darklings favour this way of life. Not too shabby, Clawman. Epona. Hehe. I get that you're strong and all, but don't forget Zaba's probably watching your every move. And she's pretty fond of those big suckers. You know, like the one you just killed. She'll just have to deal with it. Dallas has given me lease to kill demons as I please. My only duty is to find the goddesses and the Black Pearl. Nothing else is relevant. And anything that gets in the way of my search will be eliminated. Well, you got spunk, I'll give you that. I do have a question for you though, Clawman. What is it? Well, you wouldn't happen to have any brothers, would you? Why? Would you ask me that? Well, that search party from East has started snooping around the tower, and one of them looks a hell of a lot like you. He's a magic user, bit of a baby face, got those eyeball-like things that float around behind his shoulders. Ringing any bells? I haven't the faintest notion, but I can assure you I have no ties to him. Alright, probably just my imagination. He sure is an annoying little shit though. I've already searched the floors below. You should probably head back up to your area and keep an eye out for the goddesses. Yeah, good point. Hate for them to slip by when I'm not looking. I'll see you later, Clawman. Good luck. She never lets that cheery disposition of hers falter, does she? Guess not all of the Darklings are cast from the same mould. I don't like it, though. A sorcerer who resembles me with floating eye like familiars. There's only one man that can possibly be. You know, Toal, you really ought to check in with your family from time to time. I'm sure even Priest Fact must worry about you every now and again. I don't think he has it in him to worry about me. Besides, I heard my little brother Hugo was officially appointed as the successor just a few days ago. If I were to show up now, I'm sure my presence would only cause undue turmoil. You are one stubborn fool, you know that. No, Commander, I don't think stubbornness has anything to do with it. He's just desperately reaching for excuses to stay at Solomon Shrine. Hey, come on, Galleon. No sense playing it cool, Captain Fact. Your face is an open book. It is. See how he blushes? That's the mark of a man whose true nature has been thoroughly exposed. Okay, now that's enough. Well, if it isn't Toal. Haven't seen you in quite a while. Gardania. Quite a rare occasion for you sorcerers to visit us here. Gardania has come to give her report on our investigation into Clarion. That's right, as instructed by the 6 priests. Yes, and let me tell you, it was no easy task. I had to trace out every known vein of the stuff. That sounds like quite the task indeed. why do you keep getting assigned such grueling duties? That's what I'd like to know. You wouldn't happen to have any insight, Shion, would you? You are a member of Solomon Shrine's clergy, after all. What must you think we clergymen do? I merely manage a property when it comes right down to it. I'm not privy to the same information as the 6 priests. Drat. Perhaps you could ask my father directly. As a sorceress, I presume you have a close relationship with him, no? What? No, of course not. It's not at all in my place to question priest fact. I shudder at the very notion of it. I know exactly how you feel. Cain Fact is notoriously stern, even among his peers. Sounds like Father hasn't changed one bit. How's Hugo doing? Well, I haven't had much of a chance to talk to him lately, but he seems to have a natural gift for magic. He's already learned to exercise nearly perfect control over the Eyes of Fact. Has he now? My, that's quite impressive. Impressive indeed. Just look at that smile. You're so obviously worried about your little brother Toal. Why don't you just stop in for a visit sometime? Will you knock it off already? Pardon my intrusion, Lady Rhea. Lady Fina. Toal, it's good to see you. Would you like some tea? I'll pour you a cup. No, that won't be necessary. As I've said before, I am but your humble bodyguard, nothing more. You are a goddess. I would never deign to be served by divine beings like yourselves. If anything, I should serve you. What's wrong? Did I say something untoward? So, you've come to see us as divine beings now, have you? When we first met, your attitude toward us was far more cavalier, as I recall. Well, that was... I mean, you were hiding your wings at that point, so I didn't think... You didn't think young women like us could be divine beings, is that it? I recall you asking us where the goddesses were, as if we were maids or something. Do you remember that? Now, Rhea, you shouldn't tease him so, the poor lad. Poor lad? Poor us, you mean? Why, he says we shouldn't be allowed to show hospitality to the scant few friends we have. He would rob us of that joy. And he acts so stilted and formal in our presence to boot. Such unforgivable rudeness. Alright, I get it. You want me to act like I do around everybody else, right? Yes, please. All these stuffy formalities make daily life here more tedious. Everyone always says the same set phrases to us, day in, day out. You should follow Unica's example. She always speaks her mind with us. Unica? As in the commander's daughter? I heard you three have become very close. Well, she comes over once every week to play. She's like a little sister to us. I see. But isn't that sending the wrong message? I mean, you may enjoy spending time with her, but she's not your equal. If Father ever caught wind of this, she'd be in serious trouble. Well then, we'll just have to make sure he doesn't find out now, won't we? At any rate, you are our guest, and we're going to treat you like one, whether you like it or not. One second, gotta close the window. Hold it right there. You're already in range of all my magic. I'd advise you not to resist. Heh. It's good to see you too, Hugo. You've certainly grown. I didn't want to believe it, but it seems the knights were telling the truth. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. You know as well as anyone just how powerful the eyes of fact are. I do indeed. And I see you have not one, but two of them under your control. You're as gifted a mage as they say. Spare me your empty compliments. Just drop your weapons. Otherwise I'll be forced to do as father instructed and kill you where you stand. As father instructed? What? Weren't you sent here to find the goddesses? Of course I was. But before I left, father gave me another mission to carry out. A secret mission. A mission to seek out the backstabber who betrayed our fair nation of Ys. And end his miserable existence. I see. I'm surprised father even knew about me. But if that's true, then why have you still not attacked? Weren't you ordered to assassinate me? I'm interrogating you. I'll kill you after I've heard everything I need to know. In other words, you're following father's orders blindly. You don't really want to go through with it. What? Oh, you do then? If so, that's fine. Come and get me. But I don't think you have it in you. You're grasping at straws, waiting for me to say something that justifies attempted murder. In short, you're trying to weasel your way out of taking responsibility for your own actions. You're one to talk. After everything that's happened, after what you've become. You're no brother to me. You're nothing but a damn traitor, and you've dragged the fake name through the mud for the last time. You left home at the first available opportunity and never showed your face again for years, and you think you can lecture me? Hugo. If you're so eager to die, I'll be glad to help you out. What are brothers for, after all? I'll carry out father's orders right here, right now. I'm going to burn the flesh from your bones, you bastard. Oh, that was easy enough. Lousy, no good. It was over. To do this stinking giant freaking detonators, didn't you? Aye. Damn you. You won't get away with this. It's alright if you hate me. However, I want you to think about something. Have you ever considered what being the successor to Housefact really means for you? I've thought about it a great deal, and that's why I chose to abandon my birthright. It may not have been the best decision for our house, but it's what I had to do for myself. But if that's true, then what about betraying Ys and the goddesses and looking like that? Is that something you had to do for yourself too? Yes, it is. Hugo? Hugo. You. Cadania. Musica. It's been a long time, Cadania. I must admit, I wasn't expecting you to be here. I didn't want to believe it when Galleon said you turned against us. How could a revered hero like you, one of the saviors of Ys, sink so low? Savior? Please. I never wanted to be thought of as a hero in the first place. I'm just a weak-willed lowlife who gave in to temptation so I could experience the ultimate power high. Well, at least you're honest about it. So what now? Are you going to fight us? If you'd like. But if you stay out of my way, I won't lay a finger on you. Musica, go and help Hugo to his feet. We're teleporting back to base. Okay. We'll stay out of your way for now. And the next time we meet, you'd best be prepared for battle. So, I'm no brother to him, huh? Fair enough. I have been out of his life for a long time after all. Family troubles, eh? How sweet. Kishgal. Why did you let them go, Claw? Somehow I doubt you share my distaste for fighting sorcerers. Well, I know they used to be your friends, but that's irrelevant. You've already chosen your side, and surely you know the consequences for disobedience. If you've got a problem with my conduct, then go ahead and attack me. My mission is to find and capture the goddesses in the Black Pearl. That's the only thing on my mind. It just seemed like it would be a waste of my time to take up arms against them. But if you want to make some kind of bold accusation against me, then you become exactly the sort of obstacle I was instructed to eliminate in the course of completing my task. You've got some nerve. Alright. I guess I'll accept that pathetic excuse and let this one slide. Just see to it you find the goddesses in the Black Pearl before us, if you're going to talk big like that. Kishgal, the man who got the jump on Commander Tav. When it comes to raw strength, he is easily my equal, maybe even better than I am. Seems like everyone's got their eyes on me. Sure doesn't make this mission any easier. Well, a piece of clarier ore. With my powers as they are now, this should prove an easy task. Yes, that seemed to work just fine. If I come across any more, I should be able to repeat this process without any difficulty. You and I haven't met, it would seem. I guess all of you trapped in this tower must be starving. I'm impressed. You're very gracious creatures, it would seem. Thank you. This will be most helpful. This is another of the 6 great demons that attacked Ys. dang it. One more hit away. I see. So she... Yes, she's been pushing herself harder and harder ever since the demons first showed up. I don't suppose you'd talk to her and try getting her to slow down a bit, would you? Come to think of it, I heard the veins of Claria in the mines had been completely sealed off. Was that the Sixth Priest doing, or was it you two? It was Rhea alone. The priest and I offered to help, but she insisted she could do it on her own. Alright, I'll talk to her. So she told you, did she? She is very worried about you. We all are. You need to know your limits. You shouldn't push yourself like that. There's no need for concern. I'm well aware of my limits, I assure you, and I have yet to approach them. I must say though, I was expecting you to ask me why I did it. Why I sealed away the Claria, I mean. You must be curious, no? I think I speak for all of us when I say that we trust you and the Sixth Priest completely. I've no doubt you had a good reason for doing what you did, and that's all I need to know. But what? Do you think you're being cold or standoffish for not explaining your actions to me? Perish the thought. I'm your friend. I understand there are extenuating circumstances. You'll tell me when the time is right. Toal. Sometimes even we get a little scared. Our decisions have such far-reaching consequences, we're forced to wonder if they're the right things to do. But second-guessing ourselves is unseemly. It makes us appear weak. We must always be absolutely certain in our convictions, never wavering for even a moment. That's what's expected of us, after all. We're goddesses. No, that's not true. What? I know I haven't experienced even half of what you two have, so I probably have no right to say this. But simply put, you're not perfect beings. If being a goddess requires infallibility, then you two are only about halfway there. But halfway to perfection is still amazing. Pushing yourselves to go all the way is utterly pointless. It accomplishes nothing. Sometimes you have to be able to admit your faults and accept help from those who care about you. Well, you certainly aren't one to mince words, are you? What? Didn't you know? Speaking your mind openly is what you do with your friends. Pulling a line like that at a time like this, you're incorrigible. Heh. Thank you, Toal. If it's alright with you, I think I'd like you to be the first person to discuss this with, when the time is right, of course. Certainly. I'd be honoured. Oh, and before I forget, there was another reason for my visit today as well. Oh? Yes. I hope you like it. I make that noise this game. Oh, I ain't gonna like it. To come in the double jump. Such an annoyance. Ugh, why would you just get on the other side? Oh, it's just not gonna make it, is it? Nope. I'm annoyed now. Oh well. So it's true, you survived. Fina. Thank goodness. I can't tell you what a relief it is to see that you're alright. I was really worried that you might not be. Though I feel rather bad that I'm the first to have found you. Ria will be jealous, I think. Fina. Goddess Fina. You see me in this twisted form, yet you say nothing. May I presume, then, that you've reached your own conclusions about me? More or less. You've taken on a facet of demonic power, no? Indeed. And beyond merely accepting this power, I choose also to accept the urges that come with it. I'm a member of the Darklings now, an enemy to Ys. I hunger for battle, and my aim is to sate that hunger by capturing you and Ria. In short, this reunion is not a happy occasion for you. So it would seem that Ria is in possession of the Black Pearl. Where is she? I don't know. She has not been captured, that much I can say. but a location eludes me. How unfortunate. But you're here at least, and I have no intention of letting you slip away. Will you come quietly? Toal. Well, it seems I'm a bit late to the party. Zaba, what are you doing here? Initial preparations for the ritual are complete, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to check up on you. If only I'd gotten here a bit sooner, I might have been able to claim this trophy for myself. If only I'd gotten here a bit sooner, I might have been able to claim this trophy for myself. Such a shame. Too bad. So, you must be the Lady Fina. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I do so wish Lady Rhea and the Black Pearl could join us. However, pray tell, where could they be? I'm certain you must know. Have it your way then. Lord Dallas will be most exacting in his interrogation. If I were you, I'd tell us what you want. If I were you, I'd tell us what we want to know now. It will save you the unpleasantness of what's to come. She's not going to say a word to the likes of you. Father Shion. You. Why has an acolyte of your standing come so far into the tower? After hearing the reports from Cadenia's team, I felt it best for me to make a personal appearance. But I must confess, this is not what I expected to find. My. I sense a great deal of magical power from this one, but it's so disgustingly pure. No character, no personality. Oh, business. He is the head priest of Solomon's Shrine, and he user of holy magic. You could say he is the antithesis of you in your magical studies. Huh. So he's as dull as he seems then. What a pity. I have many questions for you, but Lady Fina's safety comes first and foremost. Will you release her to us? And what if I were to say I can't? I think you know the answer to that as well as I. We would have no choice but to secure our safety by force. Heh, sounds interesting. I'd love to go a few rounds with a head priest. I imagine it would be good exercise. As I understand it, your strength must be As I understand it, your strength must be exceeded only by the 6 priests themselves for you to boast such a title. Flattery will get you nowhere. I assure you my strength is incomparable to theirs. But it should still be sufficient. You are powerful indeed. You're no pushover yourself. If not for my demonic powers, I'm uncertain I could have withstood that. How very fondest of you. I cannot allow you to take Lady Fina away, you know that. Father Shion. This farce grows tiresome. Stop messing around and finish him off. Something wrong? Finish him off, I said. Or do you intend to disobey a direct order from your superior? No, I'll do it. So, this is how it's to end. Toal, no, you mustn't. Sorry, but this is my fate. What? Lady Fina! Shion, are you alright? Toal, what is the meaning of this? Looks like we have some interlopers. Any suggestions? Guess we have no real choice. For now, we'll regroup with Lord Dallas at Rado's Annex. As you wish. Adieu for now, people of East. Eventually, I will make a fine sport of you all. Farewell. Wait. Damn it. No. So, you won't tell us the whereabouts of your twin in the Black Pearl, then? As I said before, I simply don't know where to find them. We split up as soon as we entered the tower. Once we locate her, I wonder if she might give us the power in exchange for your safe return. No, she would not. We were prepared for such contingencies when we chose to set foot back on the ground. Such threats will avail you nothing. What do you think, Toal? I believe she's telling the truth. The elder of the two has always been quick to shoulder the heaviest burden. With her sister in prison, she will no doubt try to forge ahead on her own with renewed determination. Toal. You are quite well acquainted with the goddesses, it would seem. I can only assume you were very close with them once upon a time. Of course, if that's true, then you're of little use to me. It'd be quite difficult to trust you under such circumstances after all. Even one of the goddesses should suffice for our goals, as long as we have the Black Pearl. So, what do you say we eliminate this one here and now? Wait. I speak in jest, of course. Once we've done what we set out to do, the goddesses will be set free. Those were your conditions, no? Toal. However, I will brook neither incompetence nor interference. And I prepared just the thing to ensure our dear Lady Fina has nowhere to go. This is... What the hell have you done? Oh, don't get so worked up. It is a powerful magic, yes, but it's nothing more than a barrier. Not bad, is it? We Darklings have some rather sophisticated magic of our own, as you can see. Goddess or no, any attempt to dispel it, a wasted effort. For you see, this was originally an incantation from your own people. Darklings. That explains a few things. You must have opened the Ark. That we did. And you're a descendant of those who turned their backs on the gods and sank the land into the ocean's depths. Do you now realize why we seek the Black Pearl? Its demonic essence represents the crystallization of our highest ideals. No sacrifice is so great that it could possibly keep us from attaining the perfection it promises. I trust you will look to that day with great anticipation, Goddess. Seems there's a lot more history here than I thought. Yes, dating back even before the founding of Ys, when Rhea and I were young, even by human standards. Doesn't concern me either way. Toal, wait. There's something I would like you to have. Oh? Can't be. Hey. Even an item of such diminutive size took every last bit of effort I had to transpose through this barrier. I don't understand. Why are you giving this to me? Rhea and I were attacked by demons immediately upon entering the tower. She may not even know she dropped it. And by the time I found it, we'd already gone our separate ways. You'll see it before I will, given the circumstances, so please give it back to her when you do. Why? Why are you doing this? Well, you're searching for her, aren't you? It's only logical to assume you'll find her eventually, or she'll find you, perhaps. That's not what I meant. You don't condemn me, even after all I've done. Why would you trust me with this? Because I believe in you. I believe in your determination, as well as your unwavering kindness. Thank you, Toal, for being so concerned about my safety all this time. What, did you think I wouldn't notice? I can read you like a book. I don't know what you're talking about. You're free to cling to false hopes if that helps you deal with your situation. But ultimately, that's all they are. My only concern is finding Rhea and the Black Pearl. Is there something you'd like to say to me? No, not particularly. You're just an even more interesting man than I thought, that's all. What's that supposed to mean? It takes an iron will to withstand the transformation into a demon. So I can't help but wonder how someone as naive as you can keep from just giving in to temptation and going stark raving mad. You're trying to start something? Don't get me wrong. All I care about is finding worthy opponents. So whatever's going on in your head, it's of no concern to me. It's just fascinating, that's all. But by all means, go on fighting your good fight. We'll see how far you can take this little charade of yours. Truth be told, I'm actually kind of excited to see you snap in the end. Charade, huh? I've burned all my bridges. What else can I do? I'm not proud of what I've done, but this is the path I've chosen for myself. Shortly thereafter, Dallas instructed his followers to split up again and resume the search for Rian the Black Pearl. Toal quietly walked back to the exact spot where he'd encountered Fina earlier. His search was to pick up right where it had left off, just about halfway up the tower. Is that? It is. It's Commander Tov's greatsword. But why is it here? Ah, that's right. The artifacts of East that Dallas and Zava stole. This one is from House Tov, and it's getting the same treatment as the other two. I wonder how I'd explain myself for taking it. They never asked me about the other two, but I might be pushing my luck with this one. I should go. Toal? It's been some time, Toal. I've not seen you since that fateful day. Commander Tov. What's wrong? If you keep bowing your head like that, I won't be able to see your face. I'm so sorry. I've no right to show you my face. It seems much has occurred since my departure from this plane. I have begun walking a path unworthy of a holy knight. If you would, I'd ask that you release me from my oath. I don't believe I'm capable of that. I have no authority over you anymore. I am no longer of your world. All I can do is give you this. What? I'm not worthy of such power. I know not what path you've chosen. But even if I did, it would make no difference. Whatever it may be, you must define it. Do not let it define you. Be it glorious, unpleasant, or shameful, it is no one's destiny but your own. Only you can take charge of it. If you are lost, you need only ask yourself what you wish to become. I have faith in you. I know you'll make the right choice. Commander Tov. I swore on that day that I would endure any shame and hardship if it meant achieving my goals in the end, and yet his words shake me to my core. I should keep moving, if only just to see where this path takes me. What the? This must be the Devil's Corridor. Wait, is that? Here's trouble I don't need. Okay, the colour seems to be returning to her face at least. She should wake up soon enough. Unica Toph, Commander Toph's daughter. Maybe it was fate that I ran into her here. This is for the best. I don't deserve its power in the first place. I'll feel better giving it to one who does. Devil's Corridor. Trapped in a spire where wind is drawn in from the outside and converted to a sinister melody that drives all who hear it mad. That's pretty low, even for this lot. If I transform, its effect should be nullified. Or there may be some way to negate the sound itself. Perhaps drown it out with echoes from a holy melody like... No, I don't have the skill for that. If I transform, I should be able to bear the noise with minimal harm. I'll just have to do what I can to maintain my demonic form long enough. Dang it. Seems you're another unfortunate bystander at the Devil's Corridor. Perhaps there's something I can do to help. I sense considerable power in this ring. Power to reduce the consumption of magical energy, if I'm not mistaken. This should make it much easier to use the Thunderclaw on those demons inside. Thank you, little one. I appreciate it. All I need now is a natural boost gauge to be able to use it. Why can't you? It was just... before I went into the hall. Oh well. So, the barrier was linked to all those unlit torches. Huh. They'll have to do a lot better than that. Wait! It's you. Thank you for saving me earlier. And for giving me my dad's sword. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I go out of my way to help the enemy? I don't know, but you did. When you were carrying me out of that corridor, I was kind of half in and half out. But it was you who was carrying me. That much I remember very clearly. Huh. Sounds like a dream to me. Maybe a nightmare. If that's all you have to say, then I'm afraid I really must be going. Wait. My dad told me about you. He said you were the most trusted of all his men, that you pretty much carried the Holy Knights all on your own. I guess that Kishgal guy was the one who killed him. I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions. No need for apologies. I am your enemy after all. I stood by when your father died. I didn't do a thing to try and save him. Seems like I should be the one apologizing to you, don't you think? But the world's a cruel place, little girl. You need to come to terms with that, or you're as good as dead already. Hopefully you learned that lesson earlier when... Wait, how did you get here? There's no way you should have been able to make it through the Devil's Corridor in one piece. But here you are, so I'm asking you, how? How is that possible? Well... You can thank your little brother for that. Cadania. You. It's been quite some time, Toal. Circumstances aside, it's good to see you well. Very kind of you to say. Though, well is a relative term. But let's dispense with the pleasantries. Am I to understand that my brother found a way to silence the Devil's Corridor? He did. Apparently by breaking some kind of air intake valve on one of the outer walkways. So now it's just a normal hallway, or as close to normal as anything in this place can get, anyway. It's a feat worthy of the successor of House Fact, wouldn't you say? I see. So he puzzled it out, did he? In some ways, you haven't changed one bit. What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? You always get this proud look on your face any time someone praises your little brother. It was worth coming here just to see that expression. Alright, Unica, let's head back, shall we? Yes, ma'am. Hold it right there. What was your purpose in coming here? There was no time for a proper greeting when last we met. I simply felt it wasn't right to leave on such aggressive terms. Plus, our littlest knight here wanted to thank you for saving her and apologize for her earlier actions. I trust none of this is a problem for you? No, it's fine. While I've got your attention though, I'd like to address some of the more hostile sentiments you've expressed. Plans to use the goddesses for some nefarious purpose, talk of conquering Ys. Radical material to be sure, but do you really think anyone's buying it? Well, you always were pretty rash, jumping right in where the goddesses fear to tread, careless as can be. And considering what you've said and done thus far, I certainly have no intention of asking you to join us. But still, just remember, You can depend on us should you feel the need, should you ever feel the need. We'll always be here for you. That was a truly pathetic play for my sympathies. Rash and careless. That sounds about right, but it's who I am, and it's what I do best. I might as well see this madness through to the end. Toal. Fina told me you'd be here. I'm sorry to visit you at this late hour, though. Oh, it's quite alright. I don't think anyone's going to get much sleep tonight. No kidding. The ritual starts bright and early in the morning, no? That's right. The 6 priests have already begun their preparations. By tomorrow evening it should all be over, without incident, I pray. That's good. But aren't you worried? We are, after all, only halfway infallible. Oh, come now. You know I didn't mean it like that. Though, truth be told, I'm about ready to take back that comment. You've never seemed more infallible than you do at this moment. You have such conviction in your eyes. You truly are a woman on a mission, or more appropriately, a goddess on high. I do feel a bit invigorated by all this excitement, I suppose. You'd think I'd be nervous too, but strangely, I'm not. I feel rather calm and collected, in fact. Perhaps it's the harmonica. Oh? Well, that seems a bit exaggerated, but I'm glad to hear my gift is appreciated nonetheless. Oh, it's no exaggeration at all. A handmade harmonica forged of claria by the master metalsmith Zalim herself. However did you manage to afford such an extravagant item in times like these? Don't worry about it. Holy Knights are salaried after all, and I have no particular expensive hobbies. Nor can I think of a better use of my money in all the world. What was that? Oh, nothing. Just thinking out loud. Would you afford me the honour of hearing you play it once more? I missed the beginning of that lovely melody. It would be my pleasure. Just be sure you listen closely this time. Sorry to keep you waiting, Commander. It's quite alright. I just figured I might try one last time. It's not too late, you know. Are you certain you won't reconsider? I do not doubt your skill, sir, but I simply cannot allow you to undertake this mission alone. And I should hope you know me well enough to understand how stubborn I intend to be on this point. But you're still so young. You bear the future of East on your shoulders. What purpose could possibly be served by rushing headlong into certain death? To ensure there's a future left to bear, sir. The demons are already upon us, and the knights and sorceresses... And the knights and sorcerers have their hands full keeping them at bay until the ritual is completed. The only way to prevent them from overpowering us is to strike from within and spawn confusion in their ranks. You said so yourself. Though I do regret the offence, I'm certain Galleon will take with me for pursuing this course of action. We're the same rank, yet I alone get to accompany you. Blech. We're the same rank, yet I alone get to accompany you. I can see the indignation in his eyes now. Yes, so can I. And if you survive, you'll be apologizing for it for the rest of your life. Not just to him, but to your friends, your little brother, and of course to Lady Rhea most of all. I am prepared for the consequences of my actions, but at least I won't be alone in my shame. I can't imagine how you'll ever get that daughter of yours to forgive you for running off like this. Indeed, our survival will be met with a hero's welcome, but eventually the scoldings will begin, and demons may pale in comparison. At any rate, dawn is breaking. I think it's time we meet our fates head-on. Yes, sir. I'm surprised I beat that boss first time. Anyway, as with Yenica and Yuko's playthrough, I'm gonna stop here for now and do the rest tomorrow. Maybe I'll be feeling 100% then, but that'll be all for now.